Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, everyone. Let me start by introducing myself. I'm Fatma Barametha, and I'll be your host for the session. Thank you for joining us today for what promises to be an insightful session. As we gather today with the business community, we are all geared up to hear from subject matter experts who are joining us to share their rich learnings, insights, and best practices on how you can digitally transform the way you run your business and enable a modern workplace. Digital transformation was a popular expression a decade ago, often utilized by the businesses who were going through systematic or massive changes within their organization. Fast forward to now, and digital transformation has become a buzzword and a hot topic for every business. That's simply because the accelerated adoption of technology not only helps deliver efficient processes, but also a new way of work that empowers employees, encourages business continuity, productivity beyond office borders, and so much more. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome Assam Mahmoud, Senior Vice President at etisalat, to tell us more about how workplaces are using digital innovation to power change.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining us today. Today, I'll be talking about a very fundamental subject that has affected business globally. Ladies and gentlemen, with no doubts, we all have noticed that the way we work and how business connect with each other have dramatically changed over the last couple of years. Many businesses have undergone rapid transformations to enable a workplace that is innovative, agile, and productive. They start looking at flexible working models, communication tools, and other digital solutions to maintain a consistent employee experience no matter where they are. This is critical elements, as employee experience is often shaped by the way organizations collaborate and communicate with one another. With such transformations, companies started stepping away from traditional working practices and moved forward towards building modern workspaces that not only give them the competitive edge, but also allows them to keep pace with their evolving needs. And because of this, there should be always a culture that promotes constant learning to encourage adopting the new way we are working. Having said that, let me start by defining first what is a modern workplace. It's simply an operational setup designed to meet the physical and technological needs of your businesses and employees. In another word, it's a framework that keeps employees effectively connected and engaged beyond traditional work spaces, all while saving the cost. It's also worth mentioning that technology plays a crucial role as well, not just in terms of functionality, but also engagement. If technology is not fit for the purpose it was built for, then low adoption becomes a significant risk for the organization. Moving forward, I would like to quickly go over two very important points affecting business clients, and these are business productivity and security. First, let me start with the business productivity. In this fast-moving digital era, business should always look for opportunities that enable its productivity. Today, we have various solutions such as business applications, automation tools, artificial intelligence, and much more. And all these are needed to create a data-driven culture that enables hybrid working and empowers employee. It will empower the employee with what? With the insights, with the solutions, and with the analytics. At the end of the day, a productive team with the right tools, the right support, and the latest platform will for sure help moving your business forward, regardless of their geographical locations. The next point is security. Cybersecurity threats are continuously evolving, and the need to secure your data and intellectual property is top importance. This is why you need to integrate comprehensive digital and information security solutions that can help you ensure the compliance, minimize the risk, and achieve holistic security posture that protects your data and also prevents any unauthorized access. In addition, we should not underestimate the importance of transformation your office premises as well. You can build a workplace that supports productivity beyond office boundaries. Businesses should always rely on consistent internet connectivity and use the latest solution and business devices, since these are the backbone for running your daily operations. This complete setup will drive a company-wide business transformations by utilizing end-to-end solutions to streamline their business operations and also empower employees to do their businesses around the clock. Technology is a growth catalyst, and therefore it's important that each business carefully choose a partner that can provide them with solutions that caters to their needs. However, given the wide range of industries and its respective requirements, we understand that there is no place for one size fits for all transformation solutions. This is a crucial area that etisalat focus, and today I'm pleased to announce the launch of Business Pro. Business Pro is the next generation internet solution that not only digitalizes your business, but it's also built around the size of your businesses. I hope you enjoyed today's sessions, and I look forward to see your business thrive. Thank you.
The modern business landscape is more diverse and sophisticated than ever. Nowadays, businesses demand a reliable partner that offers them more than just high-speed internet. They need tailored, one-stop solutions that transform their workplace and provide them with a full range of tools to maximize the efficiency of their employees. We are proud to announce the launch of Business Pro, the next generation of internet solutions to digitize businesses. It's designed with a user-centric approach to empower employees with advanced digital solutions so you can run your business in office, remotely, or even on a hybrid model, offering you reliable connectivity, office productivity, robust collaboration, and backup services that assure business continuity, business-grade security, and a range of the latest business devices. Business Pro provides you with customized plans that focus on the size of your business and the number of staff you have. So, from now on, no matter how big or small your business is, there's an internet solution for you. Because every business is different, and so are their needs.
Thank you, Rassam, for your valuable insights, and congratulations on the launch of Business Pro. Our next speaker is Ravinab. Vice President, Business Marketing at Etisalat, who will give us an in-depth understanding of Business Pro, what it offers, and its value proposition for SMBs.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ravi. I'm the Vice President of Business Marketing at etisalat. I'm going to be introducing you to Business Pro today. We are very excited about the launch of Business Pro. Before I get into the details of Business Pro, let me just quickly walk you through what we are doing on today. In early 2020, we announced our Business Edge bundles, which are highly adopted in the market, and we see a lot of users using the services. In Business Edge, we introduced for the first time our cloud firewall, our security integrated into the products, and also a unified communication service. But over the last couple of years, what we have seen is the entire market scenario has changed and our customers are evolving. With the COVID coming into the picture, most of our customers today want their users to work from anywhere, and that's what we are introducing as a part of Business Pro. So in our new user packs as a part of Business Pro, we are introducing a user pack where our customers and their employees can work from anywhere. This includes collaboration, connectivity, productivity, backup, and security. So all what our customers and their users need to work from anywhere is embedded in our new user packs, which come as a part of the Business Pro bundles. We are also enhancing more our site-based services. So if you look at firewall, we are actually introducing a next generation firewall as a part of our Business Pro launch. We're introducing an e-store tool, which is very helpful if you want to create your own website, you want to create a small shop, and also we are adding multiple new speed profiles, which you can use for your site. So let me talk a little more about Business Pro. And this is the first time we are launching user-based bundles. This is a completely different approach which we are taking, given the scenario and the market changes. What we are doing is we are actually introducing user packs. Now, as a part of each speed, we are giving a lot more value to our customers. So you're not only buying internet from us, you're buying user-based services. If you look at the user packages, like I said, they include unified communication line, Microsoft Teams, Office 365, an antivirus, 50 GB of mailbox, on Office, SharePoint, and cloud storage. All these come as a part of the bundle. And when you are buying a package, you get 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, or 10 user packages part of your speed profile. What we have also done is we have enhanced and improved our Business Edge internet bundle site services. Internet speed, we are introducing a new speed for 300 Mbps for customers who need to support more users. We have also increased our overall speed to 1 gig. We are giving a firewall for all customers who are above a certain plan. We continue to provide a domain name, and we are also added multiple other services like signage and Wi-Fi, which you can take advantage of. And I'm going to be talking about these a little more in detail. Overall value, we've always been trying to provide a lot more value to our customers, and that is what we want to do. So for all our packages now, you get a very, very high value. For example, a customer who's actually paying 1095 gets a total value of 1789. A customer who's paying 1245 for a 300 MB package gets a total value of approximately 2300 dirhams, and so on and so forth. So it continues as you go higher in the packages, you get a lot more value from us. And we actually bundle in the user packs so that you don't have to go and spend money in services outside which you're spending today. And these bundles provide a lot of advantage for you to consolidate your spending and provide all the tools which your users need. For Business Edge, Business Pro, for Business Pro, we are offering a special promo to our customers. Most of the customers, when they move to a higher bandwidth, we will provide them a 1 month free. And this is available to all our existing customers, whether they're using BQS, Business in a Box, BQS with Firewall, or Business Edge. Let me talk about all the features of the bundle, what the features are and how they provide value to our customers. First and foremost, it's a very important component, the unified communication service, which actually comes bundled as a part of the Business Pro packages, which helps our customers on their site and on the go. Now you can carry your landline anywhere with you. You can do collaboration, you can do chat within your employees, and also take your landline anywhere. So if you have employees who are always on the move, they don't need to use their mobile phones. They can take their landline anywhere with them and talk to the customers or the users within the organization. There are multiple options of phones which are available. There's a standard phone if you want to provide a standard phone to some of your employees, or if you want to provide a video phone to your employees, those options are also available as add-ons. Other available add-ons on Business Edge, there are multiple individual components. You can take a user voice line additional. You can take Office 365. You can take antivirus, or even better, you can actually take a user pack. So if you take a user pack, which includes all these three things, you get a price advantage, and there's a significant discount which is available on our user packs. And multiple further add-ons which you can add, like our online marketing service, our Office 365 packages, VAT services, video surveillance services, business automation services. These are all available on our website, which you can take advantage of and use as a part of the Business Pro. Let me talk about some of the other components which are already, packaged as a part of the bundled services. Signage, I think it's a very important component, especially for our customers in retail. This is a cloud-based signage product, which actually comes with a 40-inch integrated TV. You can push your content anywhere. You can actually show the entire content and messages which you want to show to your customers in your store or in your office, completely centralized, and helps our customers market their products better to their customers. Talking about the more detailed features, it's a centralized management console, which is available in the signage, which you can use to control one or multiple TVs, which are integrated with the cloud-based signage product. Managed Wi-Fi, again, a very important product. Most of our customers look at enhancing their Wi-Fi coverage, and we provide a bundled Meraki or an Aruba Wi-Fi. This provides a very high-speed access to all our customers who are using Wi-Fi for their laptops, for their other devices, and also provides inbuilt analytics. So you get analytics of your site, you get your analytics of how many people are coming to your site, how many people are using the Wi-Fi, who's using what. You can also enable guest Wi-Fi on this product. So all those things are available integrated as a part of the bundled product services. There is, again, more details. You get a portal where you get real-time insights into your clients, application usage, what they're doing. You can maintain network stability by prioritizing mission-critical applications, and making sure your network is secure even on Wi-Fi. E-store and domain, I think, is very, very important for some of the customers who are getting started and do not have an online presence. What we bundle as a part of the services is you can take advantage of this free of cost. There is a complete website builder which is available to you. It is completely templatized, verticalized, so you can drag and drop and build your own store, and also has a payment gateway integrated. And our people can also help you build your website. But this is a self-service tool available. Typically, similar products from the competition cost anywhere between $20 to $30 a month. So you don't have to pay for that. It is integrated free of cost as a part of your bundle. Firewall, again, a big component. Most of our customers who we actually met were spending a lot of money on their physical firewalls. What we have done as a part of the new Business Pro bundles is a firewall which actually comes integrated as a part of the package. So all customers who are above 200 MB get a bundled firewall. And this firewall provides you the security which you need for your site and has multiple features. Talking about the features, the basic features of firewall, site-to-site VPN. If you have multiple sites, you can actually connect them with each other. Remote access for your home users is all available as a part of the standard package. But you can also opt for an advanced package, which also provides you to do advanced features of the firewall like IPS, application control, web filtering, SSL inspection, and others. Endpoint security, I think it's, again, our products focus a lot on security. We want to make sure you're protected, your customers are protected, your users are protected. And we provide integrated security as a part of the package, the user pack. So as many number of user packs you have, you will get licenses for all those users. And this application can be installed on your desktop or your Mac to protect them from any threats which could actually come directly onto their PC or Mac. We have also been providing, and we continue to provide an integrated mobile antivirus for all our etisalat mobile app users. These are B2B app users. So if you download our etisalat business mobile app, you're already protected. We are protecting your Android operating system. We are protecting your device and making sure that you have the full security even on the go when you're using a mobile device. Activation of bundle components is very simple. You can actually activate any of the bundle components by logging into our portal. After you buy a service, we'll send you a link and you can click and activate whatever services you want to activate for your customers. So we are giving you an option to choose what you want to activate and how you want to use it. It's all self-service, and we are very excited to offer these features to our customers so that they can select what they want to use. That is it from my side about the current Internet Pro Business Pro launch. We are very, very excited about the Business Pro product, and we want to take it to the market. I'm sure this product will help you a lot in your in managing your own network, your own environment better, and also enabling your users to actually work from home. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ravi, for that fantastic presentation and comprehensive talk. Business Pro is indeed a foundation that businesses can build their solutions on. Without further ado, let me introduce to you our next speaker, Bashar Kailani, Managing Director at Accenture, who has been spearheading the transformation agenda in the region and is here to walk us through the steps towards creating a modern workspace.
Hello and welcome. My name is Bashar Kailani. I'm a Managing Director with Accenture. And today we want to talk about the modern workplace. I think one thing is clear. It's hybrid, it's flexible, and it's technology enabled. Accenture has put together a point of view recently on the workplace of the future. Let's look at this video, get some data points, and then I'll have the discussion with you afterwards.
The work experience has changed for people everywhere. So, what does the future of work look like? It's increasingly hybrid, it's flexible and supportive, it's technology-enabled, and it unlocks human ingenuity and the ability to be productive anywhere. Accenture surveyed more than 9,000 workers globally to understand what they need to be successful. What drives productivity and wellness for people varies depending on where they work. We learned that many people want a hybrid model. People want to be on-site, to have easier access to technology, to collaborate with colleagues, and to benefit from consistent routines. People want to be remote to feel safer, enjoy a better quality of life, and have the freedom to take productive breaks. But to enable this, leaders must redesign work to benefit all types of people. So, what can employers do to help workers be productive anywhere? Give people autonomy and freedom. Enable them to learn future skills. Reimagine roles and structures through modern HR practices. And care for their holistic well-being. Welcome to the future of work. It's about people being productive anywhere, and it begins today.
Thank you. So, really, a lot of data points here to help us understand the dynamics of the workplace of the future. Important is to understand that the employee experience has quickly become as important as the customer experience. And if we look at the work experience, we see three interlinked pillars, or let me call them influences, into what the workforce or the workplace is going to look like in the future. One, of course, is the workforce itself. It's the human element, and we need to reimagine the culture and the employee experience. And that's probably the most important part of the whole discussion when we talk about the modern workplace. The second one is definitely the business process, the way we do business, how we interact. So really a transformed set of business operations, new workflows, automated processes, and a different way of doing business and going about the daily and long-term engagements that we have in our business. And finally, definitely we will rely on a more sophisticated technology ecosystem, a platform that will enable us to get the people to work, interact, and collaborate. Let me start with some focus on the most important part of any discussion in the workplace, which is the people. We will have to redesign work around people. And I think there's a very important new concept that's come up, which is net better off. We are trying to re-engineer the workplace to be better than what it was before, and definitely better for the employees. And it's really a holistic view that looks at all the fundamental human needs, from the emotional and mental aspects, the financial aspects, skills and employability, the purpose of what we do and why we're doing it, the physical aspects, and the relationship. So it's no longer about a place or a workplace, it's much more about the potential. And I think we're all looking at this new concept of net better off when we design the new workplace and the modern environment in which we are all now working post the pandemic, which has been really accelerated over the last few years. As you can see, the main component here is the people, and they need a certain level of enablement. If you look at this scale here, you can see that we are looking at an increased level of skills and capabilities required to manage and engage in a digital workplace. It's probably from 3 to 5. So we're looking at a higher level of skills and capabilities, but also we've got different elements and different personas, from the basic engagements of a remote collaborator that kind of engages to share data and consume digital information, to the most advanced profile, which is the innovator, which actually develops and builds workflows and integrates data streams and so on. That kind of skills and capabilities is going to be very important moving forward. If I look at the kind of skills and capabilities that we're looking at, very much in the picture on the right, 1/4 of it is actually building the digital foundations, understanding how to use the technology, how to interact, how to log on, how to send emails, how to interact, and so on. But the most important component of it are the other ones. One is, of course, the digital operations, the use of information and digital technology to transform the way we do work, how we automate processes, how we get the flow of data, how we actually drive efficiency and productivity in the workplace. Number 2, a lot of it is about culture and leadership. What kind of culture and leadership behaviors are we introducing to the workplace? What kind of knowledge sharing technologies and behaviors we are putting in place? And how do we continuously learn and improve the work environment that we are looking at? And of course, as we develop and improve, the workforce needs to pick up more and more digital skills and capabilities so that they can actually create and consume more value in this new digitally enabled workplace. And that's a very important aspect that I think organizations will have to look at and when they transform and design the workforce and the workplace of the future. Now, let me go back to what I would see as the world changing due to digitizing the workplace. We're looking, as I said, at 3 elements: the human workforce, the workplace itself, and of course, the digital workspace that is enabling all of that. As we know, people will work in a hybrid world. They still value the on-site experience where they have access to resources, meet people and collaborate, but they also want the online experience where they can feel safer, work from anywhere, and actually decide when and where to work. And many of them believe that that online work is actually making them much more productive than actually having to go to the physical space as they are. So the modern workplace and the infrastructure that goes with it really is focusing on a streamlined user-centric experience that provides better support, automation, analytics, and services for the users as and when they need them. We're talking here about an organization and an environment that's completely cloudified. We're going to the cloud, we're hosting our data, our systems on the cloud, and we're enabling our users to access this in a very different way, more efficient, more effective. And the key word here is to make them productive anywhere. And I look at this and I highlight four main pillars here when we talk about the modern workplace. And one, of course, is the edge, managing the devices, unified endpoint management. What kind of devices? How do we integrate them? How do we get them onto the network? What kind of device as a service policies we have? Bring your own device, integrating different capabilities. That's extremely important in terms of today's flexibility and giving people the freedom to work from everywhere and anywhere. Application management and provisioning is another important aspect. What applications are available to which level of employees, to which side, which segment of the employees, and how do we provision that and how do we enable that in the right profiling structure? Of course, in many cases, also an app factory that enables organizations to build specific applications for their environment and their requirements. And all of that is actually put together with the hybrid virtual desktop that enables us to preload a lot of these components and make sure that we personalize, let me call it, the workstation for the user and enable them to use it everywhere and anywhere. Important also is the discussion around smarter collaboration. We are living in a world where data is everything. We're talking about a world where it's a real-time communication environment. These kind of technologies, from virtual collaboration spaces, cloud-based telephony and messaging, the smart workplace put together that enables you in a seamless way to interact, exchange data, collaborate with one or many inside and outside the organization is extremely important. And that's going to be a big differentiator and a key capability of the modern workplace. The two other pillars here, I would call them more as infrastructure, and they're very much talking here about cloudifying the experience. Number one is support. We are providing support to people that are all over the country or the world. We need to be proactive in the way we manage these services, how we make sure that we have zero or minimum disruption, virtual concierge, intelligent service desks, using AI capabilities to anticipate issues and make sure that the user really feels at the center of this experience. And the experience management is extremely important. And today there's so much technology that's gone into creating a personalized experience so people really feel taken care of, they understand there is support behind them. But much more than that, it's a very clever and straightforward interface using AI and capabilities around that. Very important is the discussion on cybersecurity. And let me put one data point out there. 80% of crimes in the future are going to be cyber crimes. Organizations are as vulnerable as their infrastructure. Most of the hacks or breaches happen through social engineering, in many cases also people not being very disciplined in the way they manage and handle this infrastructure. And here it's very important to work with a technology and a policy that really puts in zero trust around anything to do with cybersecurity. Let's talk about advanced endpoint protection, integrated information protection, conditional access. We're moving more and more to passwordless authentication. We're using advanced technologies, biometrics, two-factor authentication. These are very important things to make sure that we are living in a world where security is on everybody's mind, but also we've got the right capabilities and technology to help us and to protect organization. Workplace SOCs and so on, and the culture on how to use them, where to use them, how to address vulnerability is extremely important. And I think cloud technology has enabled that kind of transformation. Organizations can very much rely on having an integrated environment where support, cybersecurity, the whole collaboration between the capabilities that applications provide, the interaction between different employees, what kind of personalized access they have, that's all being made available much easier and quicker and more efficient in the world of the cloud that we live in today. Most organizations are actually using and creating a workplace that's cloudified, where the data is actually shared between the endpoints and the main capabilities in the background. More and more organizations are looking at creating the modern workplace as a competitive advantage, because that's really what is making them more effective and efficient, especially today as we are living and working in the knowledge economy. Let's look a little bit into the future and talk about Accenture's experience in this particular topic. During the pandemic, Accenture hired something like 200,000 employees, and we had to come up with some infrastructure that helps us redesign the workplace that we are providing to our employees. We are a consulting company, 700,000 employees around the world. Really, our assets are the people, and it's important to invest in their capabilities, in their knowledge, in their skills, but also enable them to communicate, collaborate, and exchange data and information and create value for our customers. So it was very important for us to create a work environment. And during the pandemic, Accenture created a virtual platform called the Nth Floor, which is a virtual space that has digital twins of our offices, where our employees can actually log in a virtual environment, collaborate, exchange data, work on projects, and transform the way they actually create and deliver value to our customers. Very interesting building on that was the discussion on what we call the One Accenture Park, which is kind of another virtual environment that helped us onboard a lot of our employees or new joiners. 150,000 of them spent the first few days in this virtual environment. They call it the metaverse, where they actually get to know each other. They have team building exercises, they are collaborating, they're engaging, but there's also a lot of enablement and upskilling on things like cybersecurity, on things like basics of business conduct, and so on. Quite an interesting peek into the future to see how the workforce of the future would look like. And for that, I will probably say goodbye now and leave you with a short video that takes you through the experience that Accenture had on the Nth Floor and the One Accenture Park. With that, I really want to thank you for your time and attention, and I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to the Nth Floor.
Well, Paul, I love that you brought us to the cafe. This is beautiful.
Hey, do you guys want a group photo?
So this is the Sofia Antipolis lab. This is the next generation bank. Over here on the farther left.
Welcome to Accenture Virtual Reality. This is Accenture bringing forth the power of human ingenuity and technology.
We've got over 30 locations or centers of excellence across the globe.
Welcome to our Talent Town Hall.
We're standing in Accenture's metaverse right now. We call our metaverse the Nth Floor.
Welcome you all to the launch of the RM Decode program.
Good to see you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Bashar, for an engaging session and taking us on a journey towards a modern workplace. Moving on, our final speaker for the day joins us from Microsoft. Let me introduce to you Zubin Chakbar, Business Group Leader for Modern Work and Security at Microsoft in the Middle East and Africa, to round up today's session with practical steps on the way moving forward.
Of work. I am the Modern Work and Security Business Group Leader at Microsoft, and I am keen to work with our partner etisalat to bring solutions to you that can help benefit our workers and your companies. Now, as orgs make the shift from remote work to hybrid work, one thing is absolutely clear. The folks who went home in 2020 during the pandemic are not the same people returning in 2022. And understanding this and keeping pace with new expectations and challenges is what every leader needs to do today. And we are keen to work with you to make hybrid work work. Now, there are multiple definitions of hybrid work. At Microsoft, we define hybrid work as flexibility in when, where, and how we work. This will be an incredibly complex shift for every organization and will require data-driven solutions. And that's what we do. We leverage data, not dogma, when driving decisions. We follow three things very closely. One, research from Microsoft and key partners like etisalat across fields. Two, we leverage data from LinkedIn, part of Microsoft, and the economic data graph. And three, we use patterns from our Microsoft 365 platform solutions as employees work all day in Teams and Office and other products. And this culminates in one output that's called the Work Trend Index. We've been publishing this for 2 years, and what it is a solution, sort of a full pulled out index trend report that polls 30,000 people across 31 different countries. Now, it found that 73% of people wanted to work remote and wanted that to continue. Yet 67 people wanted more in-person collaboration post-pandemic. This is what we call the hybrid paradox, where people want the best of both worlds. Now, we've also seen an interesting paradox with our own employees. Polling our own employees, we found that 60% or nearly 60% cited focused work as a reason for wanting to go into the office. And yet 60% said focused work is a reason to also work from home. This really makes it clear that one size doesn't fit all. And here's something that's also quite alarming. Employees are not just looking at how, but they're also looking at where and why. In a study we conducted earlier this year, we found that 41% of folks were planning to leave their current employer. Now, data was an early indicator of this concept of a great reshuffle, and we're seeing it happen all around us. More people than ever are looking for a new job. Getting the right leaders to make sure that we're attracting the right talent is a key task as we move forward. Now, right here, what we're highlighting is some of the key trends that we've seen on the index, and I'll touch on these very briefly. One, we're finding that employees are asking themselves, is it worth it? Is it this question of why? Should I continue with my current trajectory, my current job as well too? We're finding that post-pandemic, there's 53% are actually saying that they will prioritize health over well-being. Or let me restate that, they'll prioritize health and well-being over work. And this was much higher than before the pandemic, as noted. 18% have actually quit their job. And 52% of Gen Z and millennials are considering changing their job this year. They're citing areas like mental health, work-life balance, COVID risk, lack of confidence in leaders, and lack of flexibility. And also important is how managers are feeling. Employees have high expectations, as do leaders. Many leaders say that they're expecting that their employees will come into the office full time, while employees are saying that they are not intending to come in full time. Actually, many are saying they're going to be fully remote. And managers don't feel empowered and also don't feel that the leaders understand the situation. Leaders must understand what's happening and, as we found out, make it worth it for people to come into the office. Many employees don't even know when to come into the office. 28% have highlighted that they don't even know when is the right time to come in. And also 28% have also said that their leaders need to create some sort of team agreement so we understand they need to be purposeful. Now, one area that we need to keep our eye on is that this concept of always on. Our studies have shown that the workday itself has expanded post-pandemic by 13% or an extra 46 minutes. We've also seen that people are spending more time working on after-hour activities and weekend work. And a whopping increase in meetings as well, too. People are spending more time in meetings than ever, and also chatting. But there are great signs as well, too. Productivity patterns, as we've seen in Outlook, have shown that people are changing the way that they have meetings. They will have more ad hoc meetings and shorter meetings to get things done. We're also seeing fewer overlapping meetings as well, too. And more asynchronous meetings where people don't have full attendees, but they record the sessions and they can watch them later where it makes sense. And we're also finding that people are starting the work week a little bit later on the first day of the week, whether it's Sunday or Monday, and ending earlier as well, too, whether that's Thursday or Friday. That means you're making more time for life. Now, it is important as companies welcome back folks into the office and we welcome a hybrid work environment that we continue to understand that things have changed in how we interact. Many employees are highlighting that they're generally thriving with the relations in their immediate team, but remote workers themselves have indicated that it's sort of a mixed bag of 50-50 in terms of how they can engage. And also alarming are new hires, where they're making much more difficult to actually meet and collaborate with new people as they get onboarded. And that also means that 56% of new hires are likely to consider changing their job after 6 months. This all leads to creating a digital fabric for our companies where they can connect between internal folks, external folks like customers and partners, also managers, our frontline workers, and our information workers. This is going to be important for ensuring that we all thrive and every organization has a binding digital infrastructure. Now, for us at Microsoft, we are offering the Teams platform. We build on top of that to create this digital fabric. It weaves automation, AI, and data. As mentioned, it extends outside to partners and customers and includes every type of worker, information, flex, and frontline. It creates a competitive advantage for companies and is based on the MS Cloud. Let's talk a little bit about what that means. As you look at this digital fabric, you're creating a new operating model for your organization that's based on people, places, and process. On the people side, we have learned something from the pandemic that is key. It's not about getting work done. It's about people and connections. Looking at that clearly, we've touched on the different types of workers. We have information workers. We know that 51% of these workers plan on working from home at least part-time by the end of this year. Flex workers. We're seeing an uptake in flex workers. These are people that are opting to be part-time or when they want to work versus full-time. And they're going to constitute a big part of many organizations and how they work. And frontline workers. These are the folks that are out there in the field. They're changing their jobs at warp speed and companies. And they can be benefited by including technology as well, so they're not left behind. Let's take a moment to focus on the frontline worker. I'd like to highlight that they're the backbone of our communities and economies. They are in healthcare and hospitality, manufacturing, and the retail floor. They've weathered the health risks during the COVID pandemic. They've weathered labor shortages, supply chain issues, and more. Now, we did research on this group working with 9,600 frontline employees and managers in 8 industries and 8 countries. We've seen an unprecedented stress on the system here. Nearly every business is facing the same challenges on how to balance business results and employee well-being and growth. By doing well and doing good, we can actually do better by prioritizing employees, specifically in this segment. A strong front line means a better bottom line. So again, aligning business employees is an opportunity and outcome for employees, customers. Now, technology is not the only answer, but the data shows us that it is key to alleviating the stress, streamlining business processes, and improving cultures, and the communication with frontline workers. And we'll make sure that we cover this as well. Let's note that with the frontline workers, caring is the new currency. While frontline workers feel closer together because of some of the stress that they've gone through, they actually feel like they're not being prioritized, particularly from a culture perspective, by their leaders. And they feel like they're not valued. Which is also quite interesting and concerning is that the frontline managers even feel more disconnected. And they're usually the tie between the frontline and the company. And the outlook is bleak. Many frontline workers, 60% nearly, say that they believe the stress will stay the same or increase as we continue through 2022. Now, technology can help. We have seen that frontline workers get excited when they get opportunities to connect to the company through technology. You can include them into the community as well, too. You can include training as well and streamline processes as well. So this is an area that, of course, we'll focus on. Now, highlighting right here, overall, you need to empower employees to create a culture. Everything from training managers to building employee experience are key. Now, our approach at Microsoft is to be light on policies and instead emphasize empowering employees to create the culture necessary for true flexibility in getting results. We are giving our managers the authority to pick what tools and skills they need to lead this transition. For example, our employees can work from home 50% of the time and even more if their manager approves. Diving into some of the solutions that we talked about, Microsoft Teams. This keeps people connected and thriving, and I'll stress that word, thriving. We've designed Teams at the center of the digital fabric. It's a single collaboration tool that brings together everything you need to communicate, collaborate, and innovate together. Many of you will be familiar with Teams. I'd like to show you some advanced features that I think are going to be very exciting. And we know that chat is core and a big part of everything in terms of interactions and collaborations between colleagues and partners and customers. And one of the latest features we have right here is being able to share data. Now, to make these meetings more collaborative, users often rely on Microsoft whiteboards to draw and react. But now we've added collaborative annotations, so you can add something in there, like a picture or something else that you need to work on together. Here you're seeing 2 people working on it together. Now we're taking this real-time collaboration one step further and bringing it directly into the apps with live share. Right here, you're seeing folks co-watching and co-editing and co-creating new content. And ISVs and developers outside can create new experiences through live share, leveraging the SDK. Here, you're seeing our partner Hexagon is already using the capability to reimagine collaborative and annotate and edit 3D models and simulations together as a team. Another one I want to highlight to you is this idea of Excel Live. This was recently released. It fundamentally transforms how people can collaborate on data in meetings, and now working together in shared spreadsheets is seamless and takes place right in the Teams app. Let's take a look at this. Right here, you're seeing that when a file is selected in the share tray, it doesn't just share the screen to others to see. It allows attendees to collaborate and even edit right from the meeting itself. The view will follow the presenter, but you as the listener can also interact, explore, and simply sync back to the presenter when you want to rejoin the discussion. And the best part is you can easily edit an Excel file right from the meeting window without anyone having to leave the meeting screen or open the file separately. You're working in the flow of how people work together. This is very similar to PowerPoint as well, too. You can initiate the same experience, and you don't have to do it necessarily just in Teams. You can do it from the file itself and then add the Teams option. Again, allowing people to work the way they work in a hybrid way. And finally, we spoke about that important group of employees, the frontline worker. We're hard at work integrating features to enable frontline workers. And here's an example of how this can work. Over here, we got, and she'll come up in a moment, Sarah. She's a frontline worker at Fabricum's women's department, where she arrives at work, she picks up a device, a shared device, and starts her day at Microsoft Teams. Teams has been configured with the tools that she needs in her role. She can easily chat with colleagues, stay on top of news and company information, keep track of her tasks, and stay up to date on schedules. She can clock in to start her shift in Teams. She can also see that tasks have been assigned to her. She can look at the instructions. She can look for things that she needs to send out and display. She presses the push talk button to talk to the crew that's receiving her information. It's sort of a walkie-talkie system. They locate the item, saving her time and effort. When she completes the display, she creates an approval request for her department manager to confirm that the display was set up correctly. The department manager instantly reviews it and updates the card as approved. Later in the day, Sarah receives a comment card from a fantastic service she provided. Here, she can share this with her manager on shift, but she doesn't know who that is. So she can click here, find out who the managers on shift is, send it out to them so that they're aware of the great work that she's doing. Within a moment, her manager can see this, and in a second, we'll see that her manager is sending praise back to her, telling her a great job done. There it is. Sarah also has her birthday coming up, which is great. She wants to schedule her shift so she can pick up an open shift and change her hours around. She can do this directly in the shared app. She swaps her shift with a coworker and she requests times off. And now her day is done. As soon as she just clicked close over here, and she can end her shift and return the device. This is an example of getting more from our frontline workers while ensuring that they're connected to the company. Moving on, I want to talk about a different platform, which is Microsoft Viva, which is based on top of Team. This is where we're helping our customers help their employees thrive in the current and now norm environment. As mentioned, it builds on top of Teams and it connects people to critical information in their workflow. We're going to look at a couple of examples here. First, let's take a look at, I'll start the video here, Microsoft Insights. Now, this helps people and process thrive by delivering personalized, privacy-protected insights on their day, actions that can help them move forward and get productivity as well. Here's Viva Learning. You can use your own material, or you can use third-party content provided to make sure that people are learning and staying on top of things. Viva Connections. Now, this is a great way to share employee experiences, delivering on a curated, company-branded way of showing information. It's bringing together relevant news, conversations, and everything together. Topics is something that allows you to bring things together that brings expertise in your org so you can be on top of the latest requirements. This is especially important for information workers. I love goals because goals are ones that you can set based on objectives and key results. And can you see how you're working towards it? And they can be shared between teams. And finally, engage. This is building on our Yammer social platform to create a great social experience at the company. Jumping to places. Here, I will touch on digital connections. Now, this is important, but physical places aren't going anywhere, as we know. But they do need to change to evolve to meet the moment. And we need to fundamentally rethink the role of space and how we work, connect, collaborate, and innovate. Here, we're spending time rethinking with our partners like etisalat, what does the role of space play, both from a physical perspective, but also from a digital one. We need to rewrite the rules of how physical space works because it needs to be inclusive to a hybrid work from home environment. So we're introducing also, in addition to this, new digital spaces, which we'll cover right now. So looking at hybrid work, let's take an example here. And one of our new innovations here is being able to create something that we call the dynamic view. This optimizes the experience, not only adjusts and prioritizes content and remote attendees clearly. Microsoft's working with partners like Jabra, Neat, Poly, and Yearling to deliver experiences using intelligent cameras. These designed to enhance the presence of people in Teams rooms. And with AI-powered active speaker tracking in a room, cameras can detect who is speaking in the room and prioritize them. With cameras, we're capable of also producing multiple video streams in room, and attendees can have separate video feeds so that they can work together. And with recent features, people recognition can be used to recognize enrolled users in the meeting, as you're seeing on the bottom there. So you can get more information on the folks in the meeting. And also, as you schedule meetings, you can look at people when they plan to work from home or work remotely or work in the office. And this allows you to budget how you want to schedule a meeting, what type of meeting rooms you select as well too, automatically. And this can help with smart decisions as you get people together. And finally, to help individuals really understand what's happening, we're allowing them to leverage their mobile phones too, so they can make a reaction, they can fill out a poll, they can also look at data as well too. So it turns into another device to make meetings more productive. Moving on to the digital world, as we spoke about, we know that computing is becoming embedded in the world, but the real world now is being embedded in the computing. And this is effectively the definition of the metaverse. In the future, the metaverse will be a foundation to our lived experiences as the internet is today. And we're taking our metaverse platform, which we call Mesh, and building it right into Teams. Here's a sneak peek of how this transformation will work. So right now we're looking at the concept of avatar. So Mesh will support this idea of a customizable avatar. This is you on how you define yourself. It allows you to customize accessories, reflect who you happen to be at that moment. You can create multiple avatars for those different moments, choose a more professional look for delivering an important presentation like today, or a more casual experience for a team event. And avatars will let you bring your physical presence into the conversation, even when you don't have your camera turned on. Avatars will imitate subtle movements and gestures based on your voice and your tone, and they also animate according to our reactions in Teams. And now you're looking at an immersive space that we built with Accenture, where you have lobbies and welcome areas, meeting rooms that work. The freedom to explore these spaces really gives you the feeling of being together, the opportunity to have spontaneous connections. Just look at how everyone in the space is socializing and connecting with each other. And here, because this is based on Azure, you can communicate with a colleague that may not speak the language that you're speaking and be able to read what they're saying in real time. And finally, here, you're seeing how people can collaborate leveraging Microsoft 365, bringing in the whiteboard feature, for instance, so you can collaborate in real time, and also integrating solutions where you can bring in data as well. Here you're seeing folks working on documents and even 3D models where they can look at it together and make decisions. So this is the Mesh experience. Now, the final area we're focused on is the business process transformation. Every business process and function has to be reimagined for a hybrid environment. And now, generally speaking, organizations rely on two kinds of process to get work done. Ad hoc creative processes. This is creating unique solutions to unique problems. It requires collaboration and ideation. And then there's structured processes. You'll need to repeat many times in the course of a business, and they can be automated. Now, we've developed technology solutions that help enable either process to run more smoothly in hybrid or to help you ideate as well too. Now, I'd like to introduce to you how we are innovating on your behalf so you can achieve more. And it begins with our platform, Power Platform. This is a unified environment of low-code tools that spans Office 365, Azure, Dynamics 365, and standalone applications. Now, it helps you analyze data, build solutions, automate process, and create virtual agents to transform your business. Now, Power Platform is a rapid application development platform that enables citizen developers with limited coding abilities to innovate and build new solutions faster in an environment that users feel comfortable with, similar to PowerPoint and Excel. It's for you and me. Now, the Power Platform is transformative because of the solution, because it actually enables all kinds of developers and employees to collaborate and build solutions, whether it's no code, low code, or coding first. Let's get into some of the specific areas, starting with Power Apps. Now, this is a unified experience across all your data sources and your business processes where you can create apps and workflows that allow you more data to work efficiently across these departments and divisions that we have in our organizations. You can easily connect your data. Power Apps provides access to more than 350 data sources out of the box. And this includes systems like SAP, Workday, and Salesforce. Now, the platform also offers seamless hybrid connectivity. It also simplifies complex data projects. You can use the Microsoft Dataverse included with Power Apps to easily store and secure data types of data across all your organizations. And you can build apps that work across data silos, no advanced data experience required. You also get a single source of truth across your organization. With this Dataverse, it standardizes your data through the common data model, and it's easier to build and run using the same data. And because it's Dynamics 365 applications, they work natively built on top of this. And you can imagine new types of solutions with enterprise-grade security and manageability that you get from Power Apps. Moving on to Power Automate. Behind this simple user interface is a collection of cloud-first automation tools with several core capabilities assembled into one intelligent automated platform. You might have heard robotic process automation, or RPA, and this is the standard for automation platforms. What Microsoft brings here is one platform where you can do so much more. You can leverage artificial intelligence or AI-driven capabilities like forms processing or intelligent document processing in AI Builder. You can work with digital process automation, so you can automate native and third-party apps with built-in connectivity with over 500 connectors through cloud flows. And you got business process management. This provides automated, guided, multi-step processes using process flows, and you can connect over different areas. And you can also process mine and get suggestions as well too by using this solution. And it comes standard with the Power Automate package. Now moving to Power BI. Now many of you probably have some experience with this, particularly if you use solutions like Excel. Now here with Power BI, we offer a library of over 200 data virtualizations and visualizations that bring your data to life in ways that made it easy and for users to understand, engage, and act. It also enables customers to start analyzing and visualizing data first and fast for prepackaged dashboards and reports with template apps. Now, Power BI, as I mentioned, in Excel, they work very well together. They actually work natively together. So you're able to turn your Excel spreadsheets into dashboards so you can act on them as well. This visualization is key. And there's also SDK, so you can build out your own solutions as well and own connectors to your own different sources of data. Finally, I'm going to touch on the Power Virtual Agents. The virtual agents are key because they allow you to comprehend customer and employee data and then use native language and syntax to communicate with those same constituents. Power Virtual Agents use simple, low-code interface, and it allows you to build and deploy chatbots very easy across the enterprise and to your customers as well too. It increases productivity because it empowers employees to increase and reduce and actually increase their productivity and reduce their operational burdens with intelligent chatbots. And you get suggestions on how to improve them as well too. And it's extensible. You can meet customers and employees on their favorite platforms and services. So you're not limited to one type of platform. And it also scales, which is critical as you roll this out across your organization and your customer base. Now, we've covered a lot today, and I thank you for your attention and reviewing these with me. At Microsoft, we are working on ways to empower every person in every organization on the planet to achieve more. And with etisalat, we're doing this with you in our region, and we can make it happen together. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about security. It's very important to understand that all of these solutions that we talked about take into mind that we are in an environment where we know that our corporate networks are suddenly without firm borders. And at Microsoft, we focus on this idea of a zero trust architecture. We know that in the office, employees will return on site, they will bring their own devices, and we assume that a breach will happen unless we secure every single device brought into the organization and connecting to the network. At home, we're asking all of our employees to continue to work remotely, either full or part-time, to run tests on their networks to make sure that they're secure as well too. And we know that people will work in different environments as well. So we've rolled out across our company, and our customers are doing this as well, Microsoft Defender for Endpoint. which can ensure that each device is locked down and erased if needed as well too. One important area to highlight on this is we see a lot of signals across our environment. To illustrate this, last year, we had 30 billion email threats thwarted. That was up from 13 billion the year before that. And we're constantly monitoring different nation states, up to 40 active nation states right now, that do malicious activities, and particularly the 140 threat groups that are there as well. We believe in the zero trust approach to hybrid work to make sure that we're secure as we innovate and create new flourishing environments for our employees and new solutions for our customers. With that, I do want to say that all of these areas have third-party reviews through some of the leading reports coming from top analysts. And I urge you to review them. They're on our website as well too, so that you can feel comfortable with the solutions that you're choosing. And finally, I'll highlight that we are in a once-in-a-generation challenge right now. There's a lot of complexity, and getting this right is key important for us and you. But I will also highlight that there's a tremendous opportunity ahead. This type of economic transformation has not happened in many decades, and it really is a once-in-a-generation opportunity that we can seize together with our partners at etisalat and you, our customers. So thank you for your attention, and I look forward to working with you going forward.
Thank you, Zubin, for that superb concluding session. And I think our audience has a lot of takeaways from today. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our action-packed agenda, and we do hope you have found this productive. We thank all our experts for joining us today, and of course, all of you for tuning in. We will be back with more sessions. So stay tuned and have a great day ahead.